Okay, what we have here is a Bushnell Elite 10 power mildot rifle scope. It's a fixed 10 power. It's pretty popular because they're not very expensive, but they're really good scopes. This one has a level mounted on it because we use this for long range. This particular one has the mill turrets. I think Midway is the exclusive distributor of this model. You can get these for about $200 in a lot of places. It's an extremely good scope. Put it this way, you can spend a lot more money on a long-range rifle scope and get a whole lot less quality. Alright, what I'm going to show you is how to build in a zero stop. This scope is sitting at this rifle's 100-yard zero right now, and the turret is zeroed here, but we have a problem. We can go 1 revolution below zero. We can go 2 revolutions below the zero and about a quarter turn past that. Well, that's not good. We don't want to be able to go below the zero 1 full turn because you get lost. So, what can you do about that? I've already taken the screw out of the top of the turret so you can remove that. And with the scope currently set at the 100-yard zero, I'm going to put a couple of spacers in this thing. The first thing I'm going to use is a nylon spacer. This spacer is 3/4 inch by 1/2 by 3/8 inch. That's inside diameter 3/8. I got this at Lowe's. I just dropped one of them in the floor. Okay. I got this at Lowe's department store or home improvement store. This is Hillman part number 880447, and that is simply going to sit right here. Now, you may have to sand this thing down if we get the thing back together and you don't have the right setting. You'll see what I mean by that in a minute. The other part I'm going to use, and you can get 3 or 4 of these just to make sure you have enough to get the spacing you need. This is a Hillman part number 880371. It is a rubber washer. Rubber washer 3/8 inch by 7/8 by 1/16 inch thick. What I'm going to do with this rubber washer, it fits perfectly inside the turret cap of this Bushnell Elite scope. It just goes right in there. And that's going to provide a buffer and also a little bit of spacing to keep this turret where we want it. Now I'm putting the thing back together. It's zeroed. I'm going to put my screw back into the top of the turret. This is Allen screw, and this is our hex screw of 3/32 in size. It's not metric as you might think. I tried metric, I never could get one to fit it. Alright, now I still have my 100-yard zero. I re-established that earlier. Let's see how far this turret will turn now. Ooh, only about a quarter of a turn, if that. And it's kind of getting tight. Now you don't want to twist that around. Yes, you could stretch the tower in there and foul something up. But once you feel a bit of resistance, you know you can't go any further, back it up to zero, which you can see here. Back it right back up to the zero. And you're back to your 100-yard zero, and you cannot turn below it. Now, you can do this with a lot of different scopes. Leupold Mark IV, you can simply use number 14 O-rings under the cap of a Leupold Mark IV. It just drops right down in around there, and you can stack some of these until you establish a point where it will not turn below your 100-yard zero. It works great. I've done this with Night Force scopes. Others have done it too. I've been putting this word out on these zero stops for a while now. Night Force told someone that, oh, you're voiding your warranty if you do that. You'll mess your scope up. That's hogwash. I'm sorry. They sell you zero stop for $200 for a Night Force scope. I like Night Force scopes, but that's just a rip-off. You can make a polymer spacer to go down around the turret to bottom it out. Just don't twist the thing really hard after it hits the stop, any more than you'd twist it really hard after it bottomed out with no spacer in it at all. But by using this method, again, the little nylon washer in the case of the Bushnell Elite 10 power, and this would probably work on some of Bushnell's other tactical turret scopes, and these little Hillman rubber washers. You know, just go get yourself an assortment of things and you can probably make something that will work for you, a little bit of trial and error, so that you can have a zero stop in your scope.